Hey, what is up guys, this is Lala here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve a Rubik's Cube for beginners, for everybody. So without any further ado, enjoy. So before we start, you guys will need to know notations, which I won't be using in this video, but you guys will need to know them if you guys want to go out and do patterns and learn stuff on your own. They'll probably be using this. So basically, notation without the I or the apostrophe is always going to be clockwise. So basically, this is going to be the front, this is going to be right, this is going to be left, this is going to be down, and this is going to be back. But there's also inverted. So basically front inverted would be anti-clockwise. So front inverted, right inverted, left inverted, down inverted, and then of course the back inverted. Okay, so another thing that you guys should know before we start is that all the sides will stay the same. So basically this is always going to be white. So basically white and yellow will always be opposite no matter how you mix it up, because these are center pieces, these are edge pieces, these are corner pieces. Okay, and basically orange will always be opposite red and green will be opposite of blue, always. So that is another thing that you guys should always know before we start. So I just scrambled my cube, and basically we're going to start learning the first step of solving a Rubik's Cube, which is solving the white cross. So basically that means that you're going to have white over here and white over here, and basically this, so it will be like this. So it will be green and white, and then that would happen with all. So this would be orange and white, this would be blue and white, and then over here we'd have red and white. So basically the first step is we want to find all these white edge pieces. Not these ones, but rather these ones. So basically, as you guys can see, I found one on the side right here. And we want to move them all to the very top. This is not the most efficient way of doing it, but it's the easiest way if you don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So basically, we're just going to take this and move it up. Just like that. And now it's there. Okay, if we have this and we want to move this up, but without ruining this, then we can pull this down, move it out of the way, move it up, and as you guys can see, we have it right here. Then we can take it, move it over here, and then of course move it over there. Okay, let's say it's over here, then we just want to move it 2 down. So now it's like this with the white. Flip the cube over, move it out of the way, move the center in, move it back in, and move the center back down. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same things with the last pieces. As you guys can see, it's over here. We're going to move it out of the way, center in, move this back in, and down. If you guys find an easier way of just moving all of these pieces to the top so they're around the yellow, then it's okay. So we also want to move this out, these corner pieces, because that will actually make it harder for us. So you don't have to, but I just like doing it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have this like this. Okay, now we just want to hold the cube to its side, and we're just going to start off with this green edge piece. Okay, so it's green over here, so we want it to match up with green, so we're going to move the bottom 2 layers so that this part is green. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, okay, and as you guys can see, it is green, so we're just going to do 1, 2, and now it's down here. We're going to turn to this section, and then we're just going to match the blues up. So as you guys can see, we can move it with blue. 1, 2, now it's down here. We have this orange piece, 1, 2, it's just gonna move that, 1, 2, and then as you guys can see, our last one we have right here. We're just gonna move that, 1, 2, and there you have it. You have successfully completed the first step of solving Rubik's Cube. So once we have that done, we want to start solving the first layer, which is actually super simple and might be one of the easiest parts. So we're just going to hold the white cross on top, as you guys can see. And then we're just going to find a piece that corresponds. So it has a white, it must always have a white side. It must always be a corner piece, okay? Let's say we have orange and green, okay? Like what we have here. So this is always going to be the red side, this is always going to be the blue side, this is always going to be the green side, and this is always going to be the orange side. So once we have our piece, we want to move it so it's in between green and orange, as you guys can see right here. Then we want to do you just have to keep on repeating this until it gets in. So as you guys can see, it's right here. We're just gonna do down, side, up, and then move that back in place. So as you guys can see, now it's in place, and we're just gonna move on to this. So let's say it's already in place and it's up here though. So we want to move this white up here. We're just gonna do the same thing, down, side, up, side, down, side, up, side, and then we're just gonna keep on repeating until it gets in, such as that. And as you guys can see, we've already completed this section. Now we just have to do this. As you guys can see, blue and red, it's already in place. Let's say it was over here. We just want to move it so it's in between blue and red, and it also has white. It must always have white. Then we're just going to do down, side, up, side, and that's in place. Of course, our last piece, if it's facing you, it's no different. We're just going to do down, side, up, side, and we're just going to keep on doing that until it gets in place. And it might take a while, but as you guys can see, we have solved the first layer of the Rubik's Cube. Solve the second layer of this cube, which is actually this middle thing, and we want to do it all without messing up this bottom. So okay, as you guys can see, we just want to find one of these pieces on top, up on the yellow side. Okay, so let's say we have this red piece and it's over here. We want to move it so red matches up with red, of course, and we want to move this blue right here. So this piece would be right there, right? So we're gonna do the left algorithm. If you guys need to move a piece right, just wait, and you will actually I will do that next. So as you guys can see, we're gonna move it left. So we're just gonna do, this is the algorithm. And as you guys can see, we have successfully moved that there. Now let's say we wanted to move a piece to the right. As you guys can see, we want to move this orange piece over here. We're just going to do the same thing except opposite. So let me do that. And as you guys can see, we have moved that to the right. Now let's say that you wanted to move this piece up. Okay, let's just say that you had a piece stuck in here and you didn't want it to be there, so you can move it to a different place. So let's say you would just do if it's on the left, you would do the left algorithm to get it out of the place. If it's on the right, we'd do the right algorithm to get it out of the place. But now we want to move this left, so of course, side. Okay, and then as you guys can see, we have successfully completed the second layer. Second layer, we want to solve this yellow top. Okay, so what we're gonna do, there's gonna be 3 different cases. You may already have a cross, and if you do, just leave it there. But if you don't, and let's say you just have like a dot over here, or if you have a line, or let's say you have that J. If you have the J, just stay. If you have the dot, then follow me. So basically, if you have the line, follow me. Okay, so if you have the line or the dot, you just want to hold it over here, and you want to do this. Until you get this J. And if you have the dot, of course, you'll get the line, and then you just want to do it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have this J. You don't want to hold it like this. If you have the J, just hold it up here so it's in the top left. And then we're just going to do the same algorithm. And as you guys can see, we have a cross on the top. So now we want to get our entire top solved, of course. So basically, we just want to get so let's say you have one of these pieces. If you have one of these edge pieces, you want to hold it to the bottom left. If you have a line, then you want to hold it to your right. And if not, if you don't have any of those, then you just want to keep on doing this algorithm until you get one of these dots or the line. So we're just going to do up, side, down, side, up, side, side, down. Okay, if you have the dot, it'll be over here now. We want to twist it over, and you should have this up, side, down, side, up, side, side, down. And as you guys can see, we have solved the top of the Rubik's Cube. I'm going to solve the last layer of this Rubik's Cube without messing any of this up. So if you have nothing like me and you just have this part on the back and you have 2 of these, or if you have just nothing, then you guys want to do this. If you have one full back and you have all 3 of these, or if you just have a full back, then you want to hold that at the back and do not do this. But basically, if you have what I have, then you want to do right. And as you guys can see, we have this, with our full back, we just want to hold it at the back, and now you guys want to do this. So basically, let's say you guys want to move this to over here. So we want to move this red over here, we want to move this blue over here, and we want to move this green over here. So basically, this is going to be a left algorithm, and if you guys have to move them right, just wait, I'm going to be showing you guys that next. But basically, if we want to, then we're just going to do this. Basically, we are just going to do then we're going to move it this way over here. And then as you guys can see, we have just solved the Rubik's Cube. But if you guys have to move it the other way, then I will show you guys that now. Right, as you guys can see, we're gonna move it right over here. So basically, we wanna move this green over here, this blue over here, and this red over here. We're just gonna do this. Then we wanna move it this way. And congratulations, you have successfully solved your Rubik's Cube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.